Yes. We are back where we belong.
Yes.
Ciao, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I am drinking some green tea with some black cherry and lime in it. And obviously today I will be, of course, doing it in my cup mug because this giant pitcher is just a lot of work. And I don't want to have to deal with that the whole episode. So, cup mug for this exact specific occasion that I am currently dealing with.
Purr. And hello, and welcome to the cup. It's me. I know, I was doing it again. It's me.
I was like, okay, we're doing the intro twice today. Work.
Period. I wanted to welcome them as well. I mean, I know you did, but I feel like I wanted to do that as well because I want everybody to feel extra special welcome. So welcome, y'all. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am currently actually drinking hot chocolate out of my cup mug. I wish I could dance it around, but it's kind of full, so I'm not going to do that. But hot chocolate, you can see it up at the rims because I'm a big mess. I make messes all the time, but it's okay. But you know what? You can make your own hot chocolate and make your own mess in your own cup mug and get you one at LanaGsCreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. And guess what? We do ship internationally and domestically. So there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Italy. I'm looking at you. Get your cup mug or any of our other official cup merch. Purr.
We are back. It is episode 5. Episode 5 of Drag Race Italia. And I'm going to be honest, from the jump, y'all, this was not my favorite episode of television. No. I think there are some people that I really enjoyed in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I have to be honest, it was my absolute favorite.
It wasn't my favorite out of the season thus far.
Yeah.
Because other episodes have been much more enjoyable than this. This one was a little hard to watch. It was a little tacky. It was a little.
We'll talk about why.
Yeah.
But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe. We're here. We're here almost every day of the week, giving you almost everything we know and cover when it comes to drag. Lana, don't die, Lana. Lana, don't you dare. Not today. Subscribe so that Lana doesn't die.
You subscribe, I don't die. We both win here. Period.
Yes, period. But yes, we come back into the workroom. Lightning Aurora is gone.
I'm sad about that.
But if you did not check out our recap last week with the gorgeous, fabulous, incredible, beautiful Sissy Lea, then why haven't you already?
Why haven't you?
Hello. So go check it out. It'll be in the card right now. But yes, Lightning is gone. We are upset about it and sad about it.
Mm-hmm.
But life moves on.
It does,
and some people are upset about Sheeva winning the challenge.
I mean,
including us.
I'm not saying if you look back at last week's episode, I was amongst the people who was upset.
Oh, I also was amongst those people, for sure.
And so I'm like, well, girl, I mean, I think
good for you, girl.
Good for you. I'm sure people had a valid reason to be upset, but whatever. I'm gonna sip my chocolate on that because, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't that thrilled you won either.
No. No, ma'am, Pam. But we come back into the workroom the next day, or whatever day it is. We're in the workroom, and Priscilla comes in, and we find out that this week is there wasn't really a theme, but the theme was kind of Vogue, but not really, but kind of.
I mean, the mini challenge thing was Vogue,
but the last couple of weeks they've been doing this whole week is this week, and they didn't do that this week, which is fine. But yes, we have a Vogue challenge. Now, I think this is a missed opportunity, Lana. I think this was a missed opportunity. I do enjoy the lip sync song that they chose, and we will talk about it. But I thought this was such a missed opportunity to get the rights and do Vogue by Madonna. I was like, this would have been the perfect week to finally bring back Vogue. It's been, I think 11 or 12 years since Vogue was a lip sync song on Drag Race. They have done it, thankfully. And I was getting a little frustrated personally about the way people were describing Vogue. And I'm going to sit here right now in front of you all, a slightly ignorant white person, and say, I am the last person to be definitively speaking on the ballroom community. What I will say is, I am an avid enjoyer of the ballroom community. I will stay on the side. I will enjoy from a distance. And while I do appreciate that there was acknowledgement of voguing coming from the queer community, what also should have been mentioned is the impact of specifically Black queer people in the creation and formation of the ballroom community. That was not expressed at all. What I did enjoy, though, was the acknowledgement and the presence via video of Michelle Visage. Now, I don't know if that is part of the reason you're going all in front of the camera, Lana, but I will say Michelle does have experience in the ballroom scene. She is, some of the videos of her voguing Old Way are just some of my absolute favorite videos to watch. I go back to them very regularly. And I think finally having Drag Race itself acknowledge that Michelle is part of the ballroom scene, I appreciate, because, we've seen many damn voguing challenges on Drag Race. You could have brought Michelle in for one of those. You could have brought Michelle in. She could have done her Old Way. I still think it is a travesty that Michelle got eliminated on Strictly Come Dancing the week that she did Vogue by Madonna. I think it is a travesty. But I liked that acknowledgement. But we need the fundamental acknowledgement that Black queer people are and have been part of the foundation of the ballroom community. And that was not acknowledged by this Drag Race, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was that's why I was.
I figured, I was just like, before you say anything, I don't know how much you know about Michelle in the ballroom community. So
no, it's not about Michelle. I know Michelle is part of the ballroom community, and that's why I wasn't even tripping on Michelle being there. It was like, cool, great, Michelle's there.
I love seeing Michelle there. I was like, oh my God, yay, great.
I was just like, we're not going to acknowledge the fundamentals of why ballroom and voguing happened to come out of the Black queer community in the first place, is because we weren't allowed to be, but they weren't allowed to be in any other space that white queer people created for themselves. And so they didn't have anywhere to go but create their own space. And then they came up with the ballroom scene. And now white gays are like, yeah, we created it. It's all, we did this. And I'm like, who's we? who's sweet. No. Let's acknowledge where it came from and we learn from these great Black queer people. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We move.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so it's not fine, but
Right. It's not right.
But it's not right, but it's okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make it anyway.
Anyway.
Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you dare
come crying back to me.
Back to me.
Don't
it's not right, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Oh, I have to, Lana, I'm adding to your list of things to watch.
Jesus Christ.
They did, but okay. It's one of the most iconic finales ever.
It's always but okay. It's
well, actually,
but okay with you. It's like, Lana, I'm adding to your list, but actually, but okay. It's really, really good. You'll really, really like it because it's by somebody you really, really like. I know. I get it. Just add it to the list. You don't even have to tell me anymore. I don't even know anymore.
Well, no, here's the thing. We already added season 9 to your list. It's part of season 9. So the final lip sync of the season in the finale is it's not right, but it's okay. And that's why I thought about it. So
you know what? I think I watched that.
Oh, really?
I think I've seen that.
Probably.
But I don't remember, so it doesn't count.
It was two people, one of which you know now, and one of which you are also aware of.
Who are they?
Sasha Velour and Peppermint.
Have they done It's Not Right, but It's Okay more than once on the show?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They should.
Okay.
They've done a lot of Whitney. A lot of Whitney's been done, but no, I think It's Not Right, but It's Okay has only been done once.
Okay, well then maybe I haven't seen it, but it's okay. We'll see it. I'll see it.
We'll get you there. But yes, so we have 10 minutes to get into quick drag, and then we're going to. I'm gonna call it nogging. I'm gonna borrow the term from Mother Laomi, and I'm gonna say they were nogging. I don't think a single person up there, other than the actual person in a ballroom house, was doing any kind of voguing, which I did love. They had Gian from the Gorgeous House of Gucci joining for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I was thrilled that someone was there.
How to do it. To show them what they have to do.
I was thrilled.
I was thrilled to see them because honestly, like you said, nobody was really voguing, and so somebody needed to show what they meant by what they got. It was like Chanel versus Walmart in that place. It was like and and what we got.
It made me want to rewatch Legendary so bad, and it made me so sad about Legendary again. But while they were not part of the Gorgeous House of Gucci on Legendary, they are from the Gorgeous House of Gucci, which was represented on Legendary. Good. But yes, so this was whatever. It was fine. I did love though. I will say, spoiler, the one moment this episode that I enjoyed was Sheeva. Was they were getting ready, and Priscilla kept giving them like, well, I have an announcement. 5 minutes. Guess what, everyone? 3 minutes. And Sheeva just goes, Marciano, you're a bastard! Calling him out by his, I'm assuming, government name. I was like, that was funny. That was entertaining. But otherwise, I was like, well,
Julia.
Well, Priscilla.
Sure.
Yeah. But we have a mini challenge winner. It's Leila Yarn. I agreed.
She was the closest to voguing as anybody could be on this cast.
I was going to say, I think they could have given it to Leila. I think they could have given it to Melissa. I thought what Melissa did was good. I wasn't mad at it, but I was very happy that Miss Yarn took it on. But then she ends up, for winning the mini challenge, getting a wildly overpowered advantage, in my opinion. Because we find out that the maxi challenge is the masterclass challenge, which in the way that they did it here is kind of a hybrid between the Masterclass challenge that we just saw on Drag Race UK Series 5 with the original iteration of the DragCon panel challenge from season 10 of US. It's been done many times since then in wildly different iterations. But this was basically a play directly on the original version of it, where it's tucking and padding, makeup, and wigs. And those are just like the 3 things that you're doing. So Leila, for winning the mini challenge, gets to then pick her team, pick the second team captain, who then gets to pick their whole team, and then picks the team captain of the leftovers. Which I didn't realize until we actually got into the challenge meant that those people were automatically the moderators. I think that was a major detriment to one specific person.
I mean, I don't agree, honestly. I think that you should be able to shine in whatever position you're put in. That is what you do. You're a performer. That is what you're supposed to do. And just because you don't get that moderator role, or just because you got picked last, it's like, okay, I got picked last. I guess I'll use this part as to show you why you should ever pick me, why you should always pick me. And I don't like the excuse, well, this person isn't that good at this, or this person isn't that good at this. And so making them do that is a detriment. And that's your job. This is what your job is as a performer, as an entertainer, as a drag artist, is to be able to be a jack of all trades and, and perform. And yeah, you might not be the best at it, but you can at least give it your all and be like, okay, either I'm going to go down like a burning flame, or I'm gonna rise like the phoenix out of it. But I'm gonna go give it my all. And I don't like when people are like, well, that's a disservice to them because they're not that good at that. Well, that's your fault. Get better at it.
I definitely understand what you're saying with that. What I will counter with is, I wish that at the very least, I wish the teams had been able to decide who the moderator was between the 3 of them.
And I agree with that.
That's what I will say. Because, team picking, whatever, cool. You want a mini challenge? At least this was a mini challenge where it was talent-based. So at the very least, it's not based on some arbitrary bullshit. If it was arbitrary bullshit, then I'd be more mad. But I just feel like, cool, let Leila pick her. The way I would have done it, personally. To give her power, but to still give, a little bit of flexibility in team picking. I would have said, Leila, you're the winner. Pick your team. Then pick the other 2 team captains and do a schoolyard pick.
Yeah.
That's how I would have done it personally.
I agree.
And then I would have liked to see everyone be able to pick who the moderator was. Because if I'm being honest, in these 3 groups, there's only one group where I think I would have picked the moderator who actually was the moderator. And that was Sissy. Because we'll talk about it, but I thought Sissy did a really, really great job as the moderator of the group. Spoiler, we like Sissy Lea here. Shocker.
I mean, yeah.
Hello. But I just would have liked a little bit more. It felt very rigid in the way that they did it. And I think that, coupled with the fact that we didn't see anything with them preparing for it, any part of, any of that. We didn't see any of it. So I think there was a little bit of rigidity in the way that it was done that I was just like, oh, I wish it would have been a little bit more, fluid. In that way.
I definitely agree. I think that they should have let them pick their roles. I don't see why the person who's the captain had to be the moderator, because why not? But whatever. Even in that, if you got picked as a captain, be the moderator. Perform your butt off as the moderator.
Sure.
Do the best you can. But,
sure.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, like I said, we get none of the preparation and we go straight into preparing for the runway and the DragCon panels, which I'm just going to call them DragCon panels. I don't really care. And we get, God, the biggest bit of drama we've really seen on the season, where Sheeva is just mad. She's mad that Leila didn't pick her for her team because, or for a captain, because, and presumably left her with the team that she had, because she's always been so considerate and, you know, open to helping everybody. And she gave Leila the wig she wore last week or something to that effect. And she's been helping Leila out because Leila's only young. 20.
She's only 20.
But according to all of the other things online, she's 24, but whatever. It's another Hollywood star effect. Oh no. Gays lying about their age. But and so Sheeva's just mad and just going off and going off. She's pissed she's in the group she's in because clearly she didn't want to work with Prada or Morgana. She's mad at the whole situation. She's mad at Leila. And then Morgana steps in and is like half adding another opinion, half kind of defending Leila a little bit, being like, well, I'm not super happy with the group that I'm in, but I'm not going to complain about it because you had the ability to make the roles that you picked, and you did that. And then Sheeva starts fighting Morgana, and it's just like, but that's not what we're talking about. And she's like, okay, well, I just wanted to add my part because, like, you can complain all you want, but then the minute that, like, one of us starts complaining, you get mad that we're complaining. And then Leila is getting incredibly emotional and has a full breakdown. And Sheeva is still being like, oh, don't cry, whatever. Your makeup's not waterproof. And I'm like, now this might just be the way that they are to each other in a drag space. That might just be what it is. For me, it came off really nasty. The whole thing.
It came out extremely nasty. Like, nothing about that theme, like sisters just fighting or sisters just having a moment. That she was so, like, from the second Priscilla left the workroom, she was snapping at Leila. And then it went into the next day, and she continued to power on to how upset she was. And I'm like, baby girl, this is not cute. This isn't a good look for you to be on television going off because you mad because she didn't pick you in a competition. She knew her weaknesses. She won the power. If you wanted to pick people, you should have did better in the mini challenge. You could have did that yourself, but you didn't. So therefore you lost, and you have to just suck it up and accept where you are. And she didn't want you on her team. You know why? Because you say it yourself. You get nervous and you make bad jokes. She ain't want you to get nervous and start making bad jokes on her team. You have to learn how to control your temper in the competition and suck it up and just do your job. No matter where you land, suck it up and do it. And you prove to whoever didn't pick you why they should have picked you in the first place. But you didn't even do that in this competition because you know what you did? You made everybody uncomfortable. Because you are just weird that way. This episode made me go, ugh, I am not a fan of Sheeva.
Yeah.
Not a fan of her. That was so gross and so ugly. And then even though you're like, hey, don't cry. She's just 20. It doesn't matter how old she is. The fact that you did that to somebody and brought them to that much emotional distress, like that is over a competition, a little silly mini challenge. Girl, bye. As our friend Miss Niru said, she can always go. She can always go. for me at any point in time. I'm agreeing with Nero Palm very much. She could always go, and now I have a valid reason to be upset with Sheeva, not just because she didn't know how she got her own name, but because she's a nasty person too. There we go. That's my 2 cents. Y'all can be say she's not that bad and da da da. That's how I see it. That's my opinion.
That's how we see her in this edited program as the character on this TV show. She might be lovely in person. That's how we see her.
I can't co-sign with that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of hers right now. Now, does she have a room to grow and make me change my mind? Sure. But as of right now, no, thank you.
Well, on that note, we literally go straight from that to the runway.
To the runway. Ow.
I have the challenge up first.
Good. Then we'll talk about that first since it happened first.
Great. Love it and wonderful. And then I think I have Priscilla after. So we can talk about Priscilla's look later. But
cool.
We have our 3 groups. Do I remember what they were called offhand? No.
I do.
Pulling up the names?
Yeah. I do. You don't have to.
I remember who was who. I don't remember.
I was going to say it was the little bitches, it was the big bitches, and it was the gorgeous bitches.
Yes. So in order from top to bottom, we have big bitches, little bitches. Or no, big bitches, gorgeous bitches.
And little bitches.
Let's start with the big bitches doing
padding and tucking.
The subjects on the fandom wiki for Drag Race Italia are wrong. They're very wrong. It says that the big bitches on here are doing makeup. And in case anyone wants to fact check me, that's what it says. It's wrong.
It's wrong. They're doing tucking and padding.
Very much so doing tucking and padding. And this was Sypario, Sissy Lea, and Melissa Bianchini. Point blank end the period for me. Again, for me, this should have been the top group of the week.
I agree with you. So for me, we are in agreement. Top. Should have been the top.
Like, I thought this was so balanced. They were so funny.
Yep.
And we'll talk about who I maybe thought should have won later. Because I don't know that most people will agree with me, and I'm biased again. But I thought this group was so balanced. I thought all of them were funny.
Yep.
And Melissa even saying, I'm not a comedy queen, but I'm making these people laugh. They had a live audience for this. By the way, I was like, who are all of these humans?
We love to see it.
Even if they're members of production, I don't care. I'm here for it. Like, fine by me. I thought they were also funny. I thought Sissy did such a good job as the moderator here. Having the demonstrations and the conversations flow so easily. You can tell she's done hosting before.
Yep.
Like you can absolutely tell she has that experience, and it shows. And this is the challenge that I knew she would shine in, and quite frankly, should have fucking gotten better than she did. But I thought they did a great job. I loved Melissa and the entire tucking tutorial. Sypario was, if I had to name a weakest link of this group, it would be Sypario.
Me too.
But I do still think Sypario was very funny. The physical comedy from Sypario was really what sold it for me. But overall, I thought this group was stellar. They worked together so well. It's like they had been working together for years, is really what it felt like for me.
It was really good. I enjoyed this group the most out of everybody. And it wasn't because, see, a lot of times I watch stuff like this and like maybe I got things lost in translation why I didn't think some things were funny. No, I understood everything everybody was talking about, what they were doing. And I just really, really vibed with this group. I thought they were funny. I thought they were educational. I thought they were easy to follow. They flowed well. Each of them were funny. I thought it was a good group. Well balanced, well put together, well executed. It was just a really good group. And they should have won.
Yeah. Because then do you want to skip to the group that did get the high placement?
Sure.
They did go second. And that was the little bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Being Lina, Leila, and Silvana della Magliana. I finally got it.
Good.
Once I learned how to pronounce Magliana, my life has changed for the better. Now, let me make it clear. I don't think this group did bad by any means of the imagination. I thought Silvana ran over her teammates personally. I thought Silvana was funny. That's also the difficult part, is I thought what Silvana did was very funny. She was very entertaining. But I felt like she didn't leave any sort of room for Leila or Lina to get their jokes in. And even during critique, we hear, I think it was Paolo being like, Lina, I just felt like you were always like waiting to get your joke in. And Lina even says it, like, I was waiting to get my joke in. I knew I had a joke. I knew it would flow really well there. Didn't specifically call out Silvana for what she was doing, but it felt like Lina was like waiting for the jump rope.
Yep.
It's into the jump rope and got it, got like 1, 2, and then fell out of it. You know what I mean? Like it. And I don't think Lina did bad. I don't think Leila did bad. I just felt like this group wasn't as cohesive as the first group was. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with Silvana coming in with just this very, very big, high energy, and her teammates not having that same energy.
Right.
And I wanted everybody to be on this. Whereas with the big bitches, they all had high energy, but their energy was all at the same level. So it was very consistent. Whereas with this group, I watched the challenge twice just to make sure that I wasn't like seeing anything different, or just to make sure that I got what everybody was saying. And both times I watched it, my eye was drawn to Silvana, because that's what, like, she was loud, she was in your face, she was overtly sexual, which is not a bad thing, but her teammates were not matching that for me.
Right. Agreed. Yeah. So, I agree with that very much. I felt like Silvana was like you said, she ran over this whole thing. Like, there was no room for anybody else to get in. And it was like, and then I was like, why are they making Silvana do everything? She did all the makeup. She did all
the makeup. I was like, what?
I was like, why is she doing everything? That doesn't make any sense. So
I was very confused by that.
So
very, very confused. But such is life, I guess. And then we gotta go to the last group. Oh boy. The gorgeous bitches looked lovely for the most part. Here's the thing with the gorgeous bitches. I think, weirdly enough, the outfits of like both of the other teams, I felt like were a lot more cohesive. Like I thought the big bitches were cohesive without being the same thing. Like, they were all sparkly, they were wearing kind of the same size wigs. Like, it felt very cohesive in that sense. The second group, all of their looks were very eclectic, but in still a very like almost cohesive way. And the third group was just kind of all over the place.
All over the place. Like,
Sheeva missed several of the question cues. Morgana didn't really know what she was doing. Prada was there. Prada was there. Prada was there. And
it was so weird to me. It was so weird to me. Like, first of all, Morgana, take that off your head. Stop coming out with that M on your head. Like, no. This is supposed to be a panel, and it just looks like each one of them decided. Lassie was going out dancing to a disco. La Prada was going to a PTA meeting, and I don't know. And Morgana was going to a Mario Brothers convention. Like, it was just so weird. It was so weird.
You're not wrong in the slightest, though. Like,
I'm not. They just all
You're so not wrong.
It's just all weird, and It's ridiculous. It was ridiculously bad to me.
Yeah. I
want to be wrong, but I know I'm not.
I don't want you to be wrong because this is the group I would have wanted in the bottom anyway.
Mm-hmm. It was just a bad combination.
I can't not see Mario Brothers convention.
Sorry.
Now that you said that. No, it's fine. And I actually kind of love it. It is giving very Princess Peach, but wearing a Mario crown. Oh my god. Anyway.
Like, that's my boyfriend. I'm waiting his say that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, work boyfriend. if her husband is Luigi, I don't know.
Right. Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah.
Anyway.
Unfortunately.
So it was just bad all the way around. The performance was bad. Everything about this was bad.
I thought the challenge overall was fine. Like if you're factoring in all three teams, I thought it was fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But, yeah. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guess what, Lana? I'm back with my themed slides.
It's very cute, and I love it. You did great.
Thank you. Category is back to school.
Well, not with the name and the thing at the bottom. Ooh, I love it. You got a notebook, a drop a key, but okay, I love it. Sorry.
But the real question, Lana, what color was your math folder? Because there is a correct answer.
It is a correct answer, and mine is always red.
Mine was red!
Mine was always red because I hated math.
I get that. I love it. 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 Category is back to school. Oh, I didn't even put Priscilla in this damn slideshow. Oop. Well, Julie. Anyway, first up, Melissa. And this was incredible. I absolutely loved this. Melissa looked great. Melissa looked wonderful. I love taking the football concept and just like absolutely like notching it up to 10. She looks so good. The helmet bejeweled in such a beautiful way. I love that she kind of had this more like dominant walk on the runway. I thought that was really, really good. The pink and black, a great combination. That helmet is just jeweled within an inch of her life. I loved it. Lana, what'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was, I mean, we've seen this look. I saw it on her Instagram before, like we said, and she did it well, but I think she amped it up a little bit more with the jewels on the helmet and all of that stuff. I loved her take on back to school was like, I'm going to be the jock. I'm going to be the football player instead of being, like, it was, I like this look. Again, I don't think she has missed on the runway. Still, she has not for me. This is a successful look. I loved it. She looks beautiful and stunning. I love the ponytail coming out the top of the helmet. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this look.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite of hers, but it is still just a very, very solid look.
I never said it's my favorite.
I know. I'm just saying for me.
For me?
But
yeah.
I am going to give Melissa a 93.
She will get a 92 for me.
Work. Sypario.
Work. I'm going to say it. Work.
I love this.
Me too. I love this so much. And this is what I wanted from Sypario. And I'm so glad we're seeing it because we were talking about how all the things that she wears does not show her shape. And this shows her shape. It gives us a whole jean jumpsuit with the jean jacket and the jean hat. Baby, I was like, yes, 90s, baby. Yes, you take me back to the 90s. And then it was baggy, too. Oh, I love a wide leg pants. I was a fan of this. I was a fan. When she turned that around, I was like, yes! I was a fan of it.
Because it's giving very 2000s. It's giving, like, it's giving Mary J. Blige in the weirdest way. It's giving, like, that girl that I always want to be friends with at school and never was. Like, it's giving, like, it's giving, like, Anastasia, I'm Out of Love, like, a little bit. I don't know. There's some, I don't know, but I love it.
Uh-huh.
And I love that it's not, like, a traditional denim coloring, and I love that it's this, like, very faded denim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With patches of the dark denim. Oh.
And the light denim. I'm like, oh, it's so good.
So good. This is one of my favorites. I think this is probably my favorite on the runway. I ain't gonna lie. I think this is my favorite.
I need to look at them all again, but I think I might.
I think it might be my favorite. Okay.
It's full for me.
It's a full for me too. This was good. This was good.
And her makeup is so good. Stunning. It's different. It's good, different, stunning. And I'm like, okay, we're seeing versatility from Sypario. That's what I wanted to see. Because I was getting a little worried that maybe we weren't seeing as much versatility. And I'm glad we're getting versatility.
Me too.
Sissy Lea doing Clueless as
F. Whatever.
I don't know if you saw Lana. She did a photo shoot.
I did
with her sister Vanity Milan, who is one of my favorite Drag Race contestants of all time around the entire fucking world.
Okay.
We stan Vanity Milan so hard. She is in my top 5 favorite drag queens of all time.
Okay.
She is in there. She is solidly in there. She has cemented her place. I love Vanity. And I love that I love that we are now 1 degree of separation away from Vanity Milan. Like, that makes me very, very happy. But no, I love this. Is it a little simple? Yes. But for the look and for what she's going for, I don't need it to be extravagant. I think she pulled this off perfectly. I love the double bun braided wig. I love that. I think the whole thing just fits perfectly on her. This was a win.
Yeah. I mean, for the theme, it fits the category to a T. Like, you couldn't ask for more. I don't know what you wanted her to do when she was Cher from Clueless in high school. That's what girls in that age wore to high school. It was just, it is what it is. And she looked stunning. The braid wig was great. I was a fan of this. Is it my favorite look from her? No. But is it still a great look? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I did see the photo shoot, and I loved the photo shoot. I was like, yes.
Once we introduce you to Vanity Milan, I know you're going to be obsessed with Vanity Milan as well.
You think I'm going to be obsessed with all the Black queens?
And other queens. But Vanity is incredible. Beyond just being Black. Yeah, I'm going to give Sissy 95.
I'm going to give her a 92 because I think her and Melissa was just not my favorites, but so good still.
Fucking Lina. Now, who the hell would think back to school and just do a chalk gown? Chalk gown. This is so stupid. I love it.
I like this look so much, but I was like, at first I'm going to agree with the guest judge. I was like, I thought it was a cigarette at first until they said it was chalk, and I was like, oh, chalk. Okay. I wish her headpiece was an eraser though. one of those.
Oh my God! Just one of the big
eraser head. Oh, that would have made.
I don't know how much that is an Italian reference, but I would have loved that.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a chalkboard, you got to have an eraser. I can get the chalk off the board.
I don't know.
So
I didn't go to school in Italy.
I didn't either. But Italian fans, if you out there, and if y'all, I'm sure y'all got chalkboards and erasers, right? If not, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I thought this was such a good look. She looks stunning in it. As always, her makeup is gorge. I just love it. I just really love it.
I do still like the headpiece. It's weird and interesting in a way that I enjoy. I think the only thing I would say is maybe I want it to be a little bit more, but even then, like it fits the brief. It's simple. It's very effective. I really enjoy it. So yeah, maybe I don't need anything else. I'm gonna give Lina a 90.
I was gonna give her 91.
I love that for us.
I do.
Next up, Leila Yarn.
I like this.
I like it.
I'm not gonna say I didn't like. I liked it. I thought it was very childlike, very going to kindergarten or, playing dress up to go to school. I like the first year of school. I don't want to put on. I want to wear my princess dress. I want to wear my princess wig. And mom was like, "Fine, wear your princess hair and put on your little color pattern." I liked it. I don't know what the reference is, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was
really cute. I enjoyed it. I love the whimsicality of this whole thing. I think it's so fun and playful. My favorite part is just the colored pencils behind the ears in the wig. I thought that was so good. You can see there's a little bit of yarning detail, which I'm glad that we are seeing again from Leila. I do like that it's not every week, but I love when we do see it. Because it's so signature for her. I'm really enjoying it. The dress itself is so cute. It has to be hand done, right?
I think so.
It has to be. I'm really enjoying. You know what? I think this was my favorite on the runway this week.
Yeah, no, I still think it's the Sypario for me.
Valid and fair. I think I'm gonna go with. Really, no one missed on this runway for me. Some people won more than others, but some people, nobody really missed. But for me, it's a full for Miss Yarn.
For me, it's a 90 for Miss Yarn.
Work. Silvana della Magliana.
I thought this was cute. I like the prop more than I like anything else, but I like it. I think this is very cute. I like the dress. I didn't like the shoes, but I understand why the shoes were there. It was, of course, we love the big Silvana hair. Couldn't be Silvana without the big wig. I thought it was cute. Yeah, I thought it was cute. Not too much.
I'm thrilled we're seeing something different from Silvana. I'm happy it's something different. We haven't seen this silhouette from her. It's different. It's just not my absolute favorite. I wish it was a little bit more. I wish it was elevated just a little bit, and even then, I don't really know necessarily what with. I like that the makeup is a little bit different. I think the wig is cute. I wish she had played it up more on the runway. Because the performance of it was not bad. But I just want a little bit more. A little campier in the presentation.
Agreed.
But yeah, it's not bad by any means. And it's something different. And that's what I've been asking personally and hoping that we would see from Silvana. So I'm thrilled that it is something a little bit different. So I'm going to give Silvana an 84.
I was going to give her an 88.
Work. Morgana Cosmica. Sexy teacher. Ooh.
Stern teacher.
Something different.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. I personally thought she nailed this.
She did something different, and they sent her ass home. And I'm mad about it.
Obviously, since you just spoiled it before everybody could get to that part.
If you haven't watched the episode, you could. But whatever. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I love this wig on her. This short sculpted moment, I think, is really fun. The dress itself, it's not the most grandiose thing in the world, but it really worked. I loved the chalkboard on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really fun touch. The shoe is cute. Everything comes together in a very, very cute way for Morgana. I really like this. And the little origami in the head piece as well. I really enjoyed it.
I like this a lot. I really thought it was, she was a teacher, so she didn't need a whole lot. You can't go to school and be a teacher with a whole big old gown dress on. So she gave us the pencil skirt with a corset top. It was cute. I'm sure, look, in the other school, she had to wear a jacket, but then she took it off because she's a stern, sexy teacher. Love that. I love this wig. I'm obsessed with this wig. It's beautiful. And I love what she did with, she gave us the darker makeup in the lip and the eye. I thought she did well. I love the chalkboard on the back. It was a good touch. I liked the look. I thought the look was fine. It was really great. It hit the assignment.
Yeah, it hit the assignment in a major way. No one else took this route, and I liked it from her. So I'm going to give Morgana an 89.
Same.
Word. Look at
that. Taking my score out of my mouth.
Oh, well, remember when I said that everybody hit on the runway?
That's when you said it. I was like, "Ooh, you're sure?"
No, not anymore. Oh, Prada, baby. What the fuck is this?
This was...
What the fuck is this?
I was... No. And I get you trying to be Sailor Moon and cute, and I was like, what does that got to do with going back to school? What does that have to do with back to school? Because you put a backpack on it? No. This was not. I thought this was such a cop-out outfit. It was a cop-out outfit and a cop-out look, and the performance was kind of lame. And I was like, oh, I'm always late. I didn't enjoy this at all.
I'm just going to have an issue with the way that she paints her face until she leaves. And it's really unfortunate because I think she's lovely. But no. I thought the performance of it was cute and stupid, but I don't like the look. So it's a 60.
That's about right.
Yeah.
60 will do.
Yeah.
60 will do.
Oh, remember when I said that everybody hit on the runway? 7 of them did. 7.
I mean, but I don't hate this as much as I hated the Prada.
Oh, I really don't like this.
Okay.
I really do. That headgear looks so cheap. The sweater looks cheap. The sweater looks like she picked that up from a department store.
She probably did.
She probably did. The skirt is fine. I don't like the way that the hair is done. I don't like the beret with the hair. The glasses with the beret, with the hair, with the headgear. Oh, it doesn't all come together.
I mean, here's the thing. For this theme, I'm not mad at the department store sweater because maybe that's what you could afford back in the day in high school was the department store sweater, and you made it work. What I don't like, and I feel like she did too much, like, you know, when you have so many pieces, just take one off, lose the glasses. Like, I get the beret with the skirt and the tie. Those all go together. But those glasses just look, I mean, and they're not the kind of glasses that you wear with those, if you're going to be portray yourself as the nerdy girl with the brace. I would have wanted to see actual thicker frame glasses that that you used to wear back in those days when you think of a dirty girl concept. Though that looks like a chic cat, those cat eye glasses look like the chic model type, glasses back in the 60s. This is giving me, it's just a confused look. I'm very confused by the look. I'm very confused by the look. It's too much, and she should just took off one thing, and it probably would have made it a little bit better.
Yeah. I'll give her a 70 because I do think the pieces are put together. I just don't necessarily enjoy the pieces together.
I will give it a 68. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Well, that's that.
Mm-hmm.
We get the untucked part. Really was there was nothing there.
Not really.
But we get our results.
Yes.
We find out that the winning team is the Little Bitches, which I don't agree with.
Guess. I don't, but sure.
But sure, I guess.
Sure, I guess.
Am I upset that any of these three people got a high placement this episode? No.
No.
Do I think it should have been Melissa, Sypario, and Sissy? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
For me. And for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not fundamentally upset that any of these people have a high placement. Nor am I fundamentally upset that Lina Galore finally has a win. Thrilled.
Good for Lina.
Beyond thrilled. Yes. This is, of the 5 episodes we've seen Lina in so far, this is the one I would have given her the win the least.
Yes.
For me personally, I felt like she faded a little bit in her group.
Yeah.
I felt like she faded a little bit. I felt like she was a little uncomfortable. And the judging panel brought it up, and yet still...
She get the win?
She got the win. I think if you were going to give the win to someone in this group...
Should have been Silvana.
So it should have been Silvana. But I think if you were going to give the win overall, I think I might have given it to Sissy Lea.
Yeah.
Because I think Sissy did such a good job of moderating her group, flowing the conversation, throwing her own jokes in when she needed to.
Yep.
Thought she provided a strong introduction to the entire programming.
And really, honestly, I agree with that. And it has really nothing to do, like, I'm sure bias.
Everyone's like, oh my God, you both love Sissy Lea.
We do.
Yes, we do.
We do. But in a very unbiased opinion, if you look at the challenge, Sissy actually was the most, like, I feel like that group should have won. And I feel like it could have been either Sissy to win the challenge or Melissa, because they both were very entertaining. They made you laugh when they needed to. They kept the rhythm going and flowing. So I think Sissy and Melissa had a really good, like, I could have justified either of them winning this challenge as well.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I think anyone in that group could have won and been like, yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it. And I think specifically for Sissy's overall trajectory, I think it would have been so cool to have her go from, kind of being in the bottom the first 3 weeks, despite really shouldn't have been in the bottom all 3 of the weeks.
Not all 3 of the weeks.
To then finally being safe last week in a challenge where, guess what? We thought she should have been in the top. And then to have her get the win this week, I think would have been incredible.
I agree. But I'm happy for Lina as well.
I'm thrilled for Lina. Could not be happier for Lina. Love Lina. If the challenge this week was who was the most attractive getting ready in the workroom doing their makeup, the winner would have been Lina. Because I have to just say, Lina in that cutoff shirt with the full, the half sleeve, I said, baby.
And look, the way she was flinging her hair, like,
I'm like, Lana. Ah.
Yeah.
But we obviously got the group that we thought should have won. Ended up being safe. Great. Yes. Love it.
Great. Sure.
And the gorgeous bitches are in the bottom 3, with the bottom 2 being Sheeva and Morgana Cosmica. I would have done Sheeva versus Prada.
As much as I would hate that for my draft team, I said the same thing.
As much as I would hate that for your draft team,
I said
they were done and ready to get rid of Morgana.
Yeah.
They were over Morgana. They were ready to get rid of Morgana.
Yeah, I think Morgana's been complaining a little too much for their liking.
I think so.
I think production was like, we're over her. She can go.
We are done with Miss Cosmica. But we got Sheeva and Morgana lip syncing to Born This Way.
Yay. I knew that song.
By Miss Stephanie Germanotta.
Lady Gaga.
It has been a very long time since we've seen Born This Way on Drag Race. The same season that they did Vogue, they did Born This Way.
Okay.
And both of them were lip synced by one of the same people, who I am happy to call a dear friend. Shout out to Milan. Love you. Currently on Broadway. So if you want to go see Sweeney Todd on Broadway, he's currently on Broadway.
Wonderful.
Random facts for your day. But yes, Sheeva and Morgana, Born This Way. Lana, what do you think of this lip sync?
For me, and unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for my drag team, my draft team, I thought Sheeva should have went home.
I thought they could have sent them both home, and I would have been fine.
I agree. I don't want to say that, but because this was this is a bad lip sync.
This was the worst lip sync we've had so far.
So bad. It was so bad. I did not enjoy any bit of this lip sync.
So bad.
Sheeva was just flip-flopping all over the floor, all over the place, and Morgana was flopping all. I was like, please stop. Please stop the music. Start over. Tell them to do it again. Because this was
not start over.
Start it over. To give them some tips and then try it again. Because baby, this was it
wasn't good.
Tough to watch.
Yeah.
TTW, honey.
Yeah. It was oh god, it was not. No.
Nothing else to say, but it was bad. It was just bad. I didn't enjoy any second of this. I was like,
it didn't seem like either of them knew the words properly.
No.
It was no.
It was just it was just bad. All the way around, it was bad. And if I won this one, I would not be proud of this, that this is going out on television. It was bad. They both were flopping around like fish out of water. It was bad. I'm sorry. And people might not agree, but maybe it was bad to me. I was cringing inside. I had secondhand embarrassment for the both of them. It was bad.
Well, we know that Sheeva is part of their fabric of the season, as she has now been cemented as the villain. And I guess if I absolutely had to name a winner of the lip sync, I think it would be Sheeva.
I would have given it to Morgana.
That's valid, for sure. But we lose Morgana. And I'm not surprised.
No.
I'm surprised they let her last this long.
Me too.
But the unfortunate thing is this season is starting to feel very produced in that way. And I'm like,
well,
because I would have had La Prada gone a couple episodes ago. I would have had La Sheeva gone this episode. We probably would have still had Visidia. But, you know. But at the end of the day, all the people that production is pushing, I really enjoy. So I can't be all that upset about it. Sure. I love that everyone is like, oh my God, Melissa's track record. Oh my God, Melissa's track record. You want to know who has the exact same track record as Melissa? Silvana. 1 high, 1 safe, 3 high place. Or 1 win, 1 high, 3 high place. Or 1 high, 1 safe, 3 high places.
3 high places. But they don't want to give her the credit. But whatever.
No, because I mean, at this point, I feel like there's a pretty clear top 4.
Of course. I agree.
Melissa. Silvana. Lina.
And Sypario.
Yeah. So, you know, if something were to happen and that doesn't end up being the top 4, that makes the season interesting. Cool.
I'm about to say maybe Leila get put in there, but switch somebody
else,
I
would love that.
I would love Leila in there. Get Leila in there over. I don't know.
Obviously, I would love to see Sissy Lea.
Me too.
In the top 4, of course.
Of course, I would love.
A, we're slightly biased. B, she's very talented.
Very, but I just don't think they see her like we see her.
They don't see her,
which is unfortunate to me because you're missing out on a great talent that you're not seeing. But okay, we love you, Sissy.
We love you, Morgana, and we love you, Morgana, as well. So
sure. Oh, Sissy, tell your husband, hey,
hey, husband. Or no, we could just say it. Hey, husband.
Hey, husband.
But yes, next week.
It's the 6th episode, right?
Per our contractually obligated Paramount Plus produced Drag Race season, Lana. It's Snatch Game! I think
it's. I didn't even watch the previews, but I'm pretty sure it's Snatch Game. I was so upset after that lip sync. I was like, let me turn this off because it was so bad.
If it's not Snatch Game, let us know in the comments below. We will have probably already figured it out before we see the comments. But
I really think it's Snatch Game.
I'm excited for Snatch Game with this cast. Oh my God, there's so many funny people on this cast. Like, I think Sypario is going to do well. I think Silvana's going to do great. I think Lina's going to do great. I think probably Melissa's going to do great because guess what? She does great, period. I think Sissy's going to be great. She's actually funny. I think Sissy's going to be great. I think, who did I not mention? La Prada, who knows? La Sheeva, who knows?
Who knows?
Leila, who knows?
Who knows? Possibly.
But we shall see. Before we go, I do have a draft update, Lana.
Oh, you do you?
I do.
Good.
I do indeed. So Lana, my dear.
Yeah. Yes, my love.
You are still in last place.
Oh no!
You have 58 points.
Wonderful.
But we have a shakeup at the top.
Woo!
David has now fallen to 2nd place.
Ooh.
With 70 points.
Ooh.
And I have taken the lead.
Ooh.
With 71.5 points.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Wonderful.
I'll take it. I am also the only person with 4 people on their team. Well, 3 other than Melissa. But my whole team did very well this week, and I'm proud of my team. That's my team. That's my team right there. So.
And you don't have to comment. It is Snatch Game next week.
Snatch Game! Contractually obligated episode 6. Snatch Game. Snatch Game. Can you believe we're already going to be halfway through Italia?
I am very happy about that.
And I'm really happy with this season. I am very happy we decided to cover the season. I'm thrilled. It's going to be one of a couple lovely ways to end off our year of drag content. And guess what? They're not going to let us fucking sleep ever.
Nope. No.
Now.
And you know what? Guess what? We don't care. We're going to be around because sleep is for the weak. And we are tough here.
Yes. At least we get a little bit of time off next week because it is American Thanksgiving, thankfully.
Yes.
Thrilled about it.
So we will be taking our breaks. Breaks. So
it does not affect this episode whatsoever. So we will still be here next week to talk about Snatch Game. I'm very excited for Snatch Game. I cannot wait for Snatch Game. But yes, we will finally be able to take a break, everybody. So be happy and thrilled for us because we get a break.
Yay.
And thrilled about it. So with all that being said, thank you so much for joining us for episode 5 of Drag Race Italia. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, different panel, maybe, to talk about episode 6 of Drag Race Italia. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe because we really do appreciate all of your support. Hit all the buttons except for the dislike button. And if you hit that, hit it twice. Down in the description below, you can find all of our links to our social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You could also find Lana and I on Twitter or Instagram if you really want to. And you can also go get your merch, including but not limited to Cup Mug. Cup Mug. Cup Mug. That's the remix. That's the orchestral remix of the Cup Mug song. Available nowhere because I just came up with it. So, with that being said, Lana, cheers!
Yes.
Ciao, bitches.
Ciao, fellas.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Nice to meet you.